December 16th. An interpretation of Jacob's ladder dream. And as for the angels you saw descending and ascending the ladder, in the last years there will be a man from the Most High, and he will desire to join the upper things with the lower. And before his coming, your sons and daughters will tell about him, and your young men will have visions about him. Such will be the signs at the time of his coming. A tree cut with an axe will bleed. 3-month-old babes will speak understanding. A baby in the womb of his mother will speak this way. A youth will be like an old man. And then the unexpected will come, whose path will not be noticed by anyone. Then the earth will be glorified, receiving heavenly glory. What was above will be below also. And from your seed will bloom a root of kings. It will emerge and overthrow the power of Eve. And he himself will be the Savior for every land, and rest for those who toil, and a cloud shading the whole world from the burning heat. For otherwise the uncontrolled will not be controlled. If he does not come, the lower things cannot be joined with the upper. At his coming, the idols of brass, stone, and any sort of carving will give voice for 3 days. They will give wise men news of him, and let them know what will be on earth. By a star, those who wish to see on earth him whom the angels do not see above will find the way to him. Then the Almighty will be on earth in body, and embraced by corporeal arms. He will restore human nature. And he will revive Eve, who died by the fruit of the tree. Then the deceit of the impious will be exposed, and all the idols will fall face down. For they will be put to shame by a dignitary. For because they were lying by means of hallucinations, henceforth they will not be able to rule or prophesy. Honor will be taken from them, and they will remain without glory. For he who comes will take power and might, and will give Abraham the truth which he previously told him. Everything sharp he will make dull, and the rough will be smooth. And he will cast all the iniquitous into the depths of the sea. He will work wonders in heaven and on earth, and he will be wounded in the midst of his beloved house. And when he is wounded, then salvation will be ready, and the end of all perdition. For those who have wounded him will themselves receive a wound which will not be cured in them forever. And all creation will bow to him who was wounded, and many will trust in him. And he will become known everywhere, in all lands, and those who acknowledge his name will not be ashamed. His own dominion and years will be unending, forever. John Beverly Butcher adds, the ladder connects heaven and earth, the human and the divine, the conscious and the unconscious of every person. Make use of the ladder. I like this idea or this image of Christ, the Logos, as a bridge between the upper and the lower, between the earthly and the divine, perhaps between the material and the spirit. Because this Christ consciousness, this presence, is in all of us. And it indeed connects us and our fleshly, energetic bodies to the spiritual dimension. I also like this part where the writer says that Yeshua will restore human nature. Because as you know, the idea in the Judeo-Christian Abrahamic tradition is that humanity is fallen, that we have become alienated from our essential nature. And so the two tasks that Yeshua will accomplish when he is manifest on earth is to bridge the upper and the lower, but also, or maybe in doing so, to restore human nature, to restore us to our original and intended state. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that means, but it sounds interesting. Thoughts? Comments? Don't be shy. Share them with me below, and tune in tomorrow for the next reading in the Tao of Jesus. Thanks for joining me, and stay centered, my friends.